Train whistle blowing makes a sleepy noise. Underneath the blankets go all the girls and boys, rockin', rollin', riding out along the bank. Many miles away, all bound for Morningtown. Many miles away.
Very nice, very tasteful. Love all that. How we doing, boss? Oh well, that's rock and roll.
Train whistle blowing.
Hold his head!
I'm holding his head.
Where's the sodding syringe?
I don't know.
You're supposed to leave it by the bottle.
And so are you.
Can't do this with a spoon. And Jakey knocked it. Hold his arms.
You said hold his head.
Hold his head and his arms.
I am not an octopus.
Got it. He spat it out. He spat it out.
Go again, go again. I've got his hands clamped between my knees. He can't escape.
I can't go again. I don't know how much he swallowed.
Well, most of it's all over me. Quick, stick some more in him.
Are you deaf as well as cack-handed? I said I don't know how much he swallowed.
So what?
So I don't know how much more he can have.
Ow, ow, ow! Oh, I thought you cut his sodding nails. He's got claws. He's the devil. You are the devil's whore, Sue, and you've spawned Beelzebub.
I'm not the devil's whore.
You are the devil's whore. There can be no other explanation for this child.
He's got a stinking cold. We're going to be up all night and I can't give him any more medicine for 4 hours.
We can.
We can't.
Baby cam is not an exact science. It's the same dose for a 2-year-old as it is for a 5-year-old.
It says, do not exceed.
Just give him some more of the bloody stuff.
It says, do not exceed the prescribed dose.
He only licked the spoon.
Yes, but I do not know how much he licked, you irresponsible bastard!
Dropped him. I'm sorry, Jackie.
Well, I've really got to go now.
Good night then, princess.
Good night, Ronnie. Good night, Ronnie.
You sure you don't want another?
Best night.
Well, like I said. Good night, princess.
You're gonna have to let go of my hand now, Ronnie.
Oh, yeah, of course. Night, night.
It's a lovely night, Ron. I really enjoyed it.
Toodaloo.
There, Jake. Had a nasty fall. Mummy's going to give you medicine in 3 hours and 54 minutes.
Change your mind.
Forgot my coat.
Oh, it's quite a nasty bruise, but you will live.
Do you think he needs a plaster?
No, he's fine.
Right, come on, Jackie, we're off. Sue, have you seen my phone?
It's by the kettle. Watch out for that Tonka truck.
It's all right. Some soggy biscuit and squashed fruit broke my fall.
Yes, well, be careful. It's his favourite toy. Now, we need more of everything. I've made a list. It's in that pool of juice. Oh, Jake's library book's overdue, and I'm not taking it back because you were the one that let him look at it while he had his porridge, and the pages are now all stuck together.
I'll say it was like that when I got it. I mean, they can't date porridge, can they?
Shouldn't think so, not if it's dried.
Right.
And try and get something interesting. I'm the one that usually ends up reading it to him 200 times.
Fine, I'll get War and Peace, shall I? He doesn't mind what he smears his food on. Now, where did you say that phone was?
We need to do a shot, babes.
Well, what's stopping you?
Lance, I'm waitressing all day.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. You're the only one who has any crap to deal with around here, aren't you? It's all about you, isn't it, Vicky?
What? Very nice. Very tasteful. Loving it. Loving you. Hello, Wembley!
Hello. Yes. Hello. I'd like a suitable book for my son Jake.
Of course. Hello in there. Oh, he's been bruised.
He fell out of my arms.
He fell out of your arms.
Yes. While we were trying to give him medicine.
Medicine.
For his earache.
I see. Well, these things happen, don't they?
Poor lad's been in the wars a bit. Fell over, bumped his head.
Come on, Deirdre.
Doesn't really need a plaster, but he insisted.
Did he?
Right, so, a book for Jake.
For him to read?
Read. He's only 2.
Well, of course. And he's a boy.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Well, let's put it this way. We have an Alpha Plus reading club here at the library,
Yes?
and there aren't any boys in it.
Oh.
Boys are falling further and further behind at every level. In the meantime, psychologists at London Zoo have taught a female gorilla to count.
Do you hear that, Jakey? You're about to be overtaken by girl gorillas.
It's certainly beginning to look that way.
Right, anyway, a book.
Yes. Well, now, this is fun. A marvellous new take on Cinderella, in which Cinders doesn't want to go to the ball and marry the prince, who's a real nerd anyway. She wants to be a mechanic. Or, this is lovely too. It's Sleeping Beauty, except when Beauty wakes up, she decides she doesn't want to marry the prince at all, because he's...
A nerd. And anyway, she wants to be a mechanic.
That's right. And set up home with her best friend Susan, who's a football player. Such positive stuff, I think.
Well, perhaps I'll just take Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, well, now that's a wonderful retelling in which Snow White insists that the dwarves do all the cooking and cleaning while she goes off to mine gold and diamonds. So exciting.
Rapunzel,
Gets a crew cut and moves in with the witch.
Little Mermaid.
Takes one look at nerdy Eric and decides to be a marine biologist. All terrific, robust, humorous, empowering stories.
In which the heroes are all girls and the male characters are portrayed as pathetic figures of fun.
Absolutely. That's right.
How about some non-fiction? Perhaps some simple children's history, you know, kings and queens?
Queens and Kings, of course. Here we are.
This is just queens.
Marvellous, strong, feisty women. Boudica, Elizabeth I, Richard the Lionheart.
He was a king.
A lot of people think that.
Because he was.
But new research suggests that Richard may have been, in fact, probably was a woman.
But due to sexism was forced to disguise the fact.
Exactly. Like most of the early popes.
Fascinating.
And Henry V.
I see.
And possibly Churchill.
Churchill.
Yes. Winona Churchill. Often mistakenly referred to as Winston.
Morning, Sue. How's it going? All right.
Fine, thanks.
Saw Gazza went off in the car.
Yes, he does that sometimes.
Gone shopping, has he? You got him well trained, eh?
Look, can I tell you something?
Of course, Sue.
I'm in my nightie. I'm getting the milk in. I don't want to have a conversation.
No problem, Sue. Just being friendly.
Well, don't. Don't be friendly. Just do some bloody building. Build something. Anything. Just do it. How long can this go on? Is it some kind of experiment you're having with your builder friends? How long can you sit outside a house for, swearing, listening to the radio, making comments whenever the occupants emerge before the occupants kill themselves? The neighbours have a key.
Oh, he's a cutie. Oh. This child has been hurt.
Yes, he fell. My wife was giving him medicine and she dropped him. Jake, will you stop touching things? Stop grabbing things! Jake, would you please stop grabbing everything?
Oh, Dada will give me a smack.
Yes. It's quite enough silliness, Jake.
Smack.
It's just his little joke. We don't smack ever. In fact, we strongly disapprove of smacking.
Smack.
I admit sometimes we say, oh, be careful or you shall have a little smack.
Smack.
But it's just a phrase. I mean, we would never...
Dada will smack me.
Jake, we do not suddenly smack you!
Mrs. Hathaway, she no home right now.
Yes, I'm her neighbour. She holds a set of house keys for me. I believe they're in the hall cabinet. Could I have them, please?
I give you £1 for baby only. Disgusting, begging with child. You should do decent thing, work illegally like me.
How about crisps? Jakey want crisps?
Crisps and Chucky.
Yes, all right. Crisps and Chucky, and a spike or two of heroin if you want. Just please stop screaming. You see, you can't smack him. Oh, no. Even a teeny tap on the wrist is absolutely taboo. But I can fill him full of teeth-rotting, gut-stuffing, salt-saturated, sugar-oozing, ultra-refined, mood-altering, chemically overloaded rubbish. That's okay, that's fine. The government have no problem with that, oh no. Happy to collect the taxes. There's no law required against poisoning kids, but one tiny smack and you're a child abuser.
I know you. You're the queue jumper.
No, I'm not. That happened once.
And now you want to smack your children.
No, I don't. That's not the point I'm making. I do not want to smack my children.
Sounds to me like you want to smack them.
I don't want to smack them.
You said you did.
No, I didn't. I didn't say that. I simply said that...
I think you have anger issues.
Yes, I do have anger issues. The anger issue I have is that when he gets angry, I have to bribe him with crap to shut him up.
So you'd prefer to smack him?
No, of course not. I'm simply saying this isn't any better. The kid screams, he gets sweets and crisps. The kid lies down in the middle of the road, he gets sweets and crisps. The kid won't give you 5 seconds to have a crap, he gets sweets and crisps. The kid will shortly turn into an entirely spherical diabetic lard arse who'll die of a heart attack at the age of 35.
The reward system should be used judiciously.
We're raising a generation who've been denied nothing. And when they become adults, they will succumb instantly to road rage and air rage and pub rage and bus station rage and car park rage and having to queue rage and denial of instant gratification rage and good old-fashioned rage. And anarchy will prevail because there won't be a single person left in the whole of Britain who's ever heard the words no, can't, not at the moment, or it's not your turn.
So you want to smack them?
No!
Bad behaviour should be countered by reason and positive example.
They tried that with Hitler.
Whilst good behaviour should be rewarded with cuddles. And if necessary, a star chart, which at week's end may earn a small reward, such as some coloured paper, a packet of fruit and nuts, and very occasionally, a carob sweetened health bar.
Do you actually have any children?
No.
I see.
But I've read a lot of books. My partner and I are getting very broody. Excuse me, where is the kitchen equipment? I'm looking for turkey basters.
Cheer up, darling. May never happen.
The phrase I'm looking for here rhymes with his cough, you clucking grass mole.
Sorry to drag you from work, Vicky.
Oh, that's all right. I said it was an emergency. Anyway, we're pretty quiet.
We will pay you what you've lost, yeah. Did you get them?
Yeah, they're in the studio where you said.
Oh, thank God for that. Thank you for letting me use your mobile and sit in your van.
No problem, Sue. Lucky we were here, really.
Coming in?
Well...
Come on.
Well...
Come on.
Okay.
Right. Monica was out like a light, wasn't she? I should get locked out in the street more often. Stay for coffee?
Well...
Kettle's boiling. Well, obviously it's not, but it will be when I filled it up and put it on.
No, I really should be getting
You said it was
back.
quiet.
Well, yeah,
Stay
but...
for coffee.
No, I really should...
Stay for coffee.
Okay.
Right. Isn't this nice? I was making carrot and sweet puree. Got the recipe from the Big Happy Baby book. It says that fresh is better than jar because the process of putting it in the jar loses all the goodness. Although why that would be, I don't know. Not that it matters, because most of it ends up on the floor or in my hair anyway.
Yeah, right.
I might as well be feeding her arsenic for all that I managed to get into her. Not that I'd feed her arsenic, although sometimes I feel like taking it myself. Nice to talk. Don't get to see people much. What with the kids? Oh, yesterday I managed to get Jake to eat 1/4 of a carrot.
That's good.
I think it was yesterday. The days are all the same.
Well, whenever. I mean, 1/4 of a carrot's 1/4 of a carrot. You can't take that away.
I whittled it into the shape of a steam train.
Well done.
It took nearly an hour. I've got a degree, you know. I was in the debating society at school.
No, Jake, that's too big. You can have a little bag, just a little bag. Excuse me, where are the little bags?
The what?
The little bags of crisps.
What little bags of crisps?
The little ones.
These are the crisps.
I know, I can see that, but I want the little bags.
What little bags?
The little... Oh, look, I need to buy my son a bag of crisps. A bag, you know, not a sack. Where are the bags? The little bags.
These are the little bags.
But they're not little.
All right, these are the littlest.
Well, you don't have any bags littler than these ones?
Well, we do, but...
Good. Where are they?
Along here, sir.
Thank you.
Chris! Here comes the Spinach Express! Woo, 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 woo! I'm an aeroplane! I make faces out of broccoli. Fairies out of mixed fruit. I have recreated the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel in mashed swede and oven chips, and still they won't eat. I'm a bad parent.
You're not.
All he wants is sweets, and all she wants is booby.
You're a good parent.
Booby, booby, booby.
Not great company.
Booby, 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 booby. My nipples are like Belisha beacons. I could rig a block and tackle from them. In fact, maybe I will, and hang myself. Bong! This is the news. Today, in Camden, a milk-crazed mum hung herself using her swollen teat as a gibbet. That'd be ironic, wouldn't it?
Actually, I feel a bit sick now. Here, the little bags.
Are you being employed through some kind of positive discrimination policy?
No, I don't think so.
Is this a case of idiots have a right to earn a living too?
What are you trying to say?
Well, this sack is enormous. If the crisps inside are to scale, they'll be the size of poppadoms.
It's a big bag, sir, but it isn't full of big crisps. It's full of little bags containing small quantities of ordinary size crisps. You wanted a little bag.
Yes, that's right. A little bag. A bag in the singular. Not 20 little bags. You know, not 4 lots of 5 bags in assorted flavours that would challenge the digestive system of a bubonic sewer rat. But 1 bag of plain crisps.
Well, that's the one you started with then.
But it's too big!
Well, it's all we stock.
Excuse me. Watch that child. You have a lot in common. 1, 2, 3.
Anyway, enough about me. Why would somebody still living in the real world want to hear about a woman who never goes out, never reads a newspaper, never watches telly, apart from the kid stuff, and who believes her breasts to be the centre of the universe? What about you? What's going on in your exciting life?
Nothing really.
Come on, let me live vicariously. What did you do last night?
Well, Lance was in the pub watching satellite football with his mates, so I had a drink with Ronnie, and then I sat and watched Bridget Jones 2 on DVD.
I hate Bridget Jones.
Well, I didn't think the second one was as good as the first one.
Smug marrieds? What the hell are smug marrieds? I'm married. What have I got to be smug about? Oh yes, that's right. I'm no longer alone. Great, fantastic, lucky me. I'm no longer able to please myself. Do what I want, when I want, with whom I want. Hooray! I no longer function as an individual, and I'm the slave to 2 sucking, mewling, pawing, grabbing, leeching, selfish, wild animals. Oh, I feel so smug.
Well, thanks for the coffee, Sue.
I haven't made it yet.
I've developed an allergy.
Bridget Jones. When she has a crisis, she calls up her mates Shazza and Mazza and Spazza, and they go out to their local wine bar, they smoke lots of fags, they get really pissed and talk about themselves. That's not a crisis, that's a holiday. I dream of having a night out like that. Ooh, ate some chocolate, smoked some fags, bad tragedy. How about ate 10 cold fish fingers, a packet of oven chips, drank 3 bottles of wine just to get through bedtime, and then got stuck into the sherry. Bad, I'd say.
Can I take Gary's keys back to the studio now, please?
She's worried she might be about to shag her boss. I'm worried I might never get shagged again. That's effing bad.
Goodbye, Sue. I'm going now.
Watch out for that Tonka truck.
It's all right. The floor broke my fall.
Yeah, but did you break the truck?
8, 9, 10. 10 metres! A 10-metre aisle lined entirely on both sides with nothing but crisps. And yet you're telling me the only choice I have is either 1 very large bag or 20 small ones.
Yes, sir.
Well, what if I tore this big bag open and took 1 packet out?
You'd still have to pay for the whole pack, sir.
I want my crisp now! Crisp! I want
Thank you.
my crisp!
You've been most helpful.
You're welcome.
Now, Jake, I'm just going to give you a few, all right? Now, you can have the rest later.
Whole bag!
No, Jake, you can't have the whole bag.
Whole bag! Whole bag!
No, Jake, it's too much. It's like a whole month's worth of salt.
I want the whole bag!
All right. You can have the whole bag. There. Now you've got the bag. Are you happy now? Now eat your bloody crisps.
Pint of Pilsner, jukebox, coin. Life simply does not get any better, eh?
Oh, I can't believe what's happening to Sue.
It's a whole gold mine of rocktastic nuggets. I could spend all lunchtime just making my selection.
I mean, she's always been pretty cheery, really, hasn't she? But now it's like her life's this terrible burden.
Well, she's got kids, hasn't she? Can't get more of a burden than that. Kids are the lemon in life's G&T.
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have kids one day. Seeing Gary with his always makes me really broody.
Yeah, it's hard being a bird. All that biological programming doodah. If there's anything I can do to help.
I'm not asking you to inseminate me, Ronnie.
Well, you know, the offer's always there.
Thank you.
On the strict understanding, of course, that maintenance would not be forthcoming.
No, Jake, put that back. Jake, put that down. That is not yours.
£53.20, please.
I'd also like to pay for one enormous small bag of plain crisps, please.
Where is it?
My son has got it.
Can I have it, please? I need to swipe it.
Believe me, you do not want me to try and get it off him.
Well, I can't swipe it otherwise, so you'll have to.
Jake, I have to take the crisps for just 1 second so the nice lady can...
My crisps!
Jake, give me the bag.
I want my crisps!
Jake, give me the crisps!
No, I want crisps!
Here, Chucky bar, have a Chucky bar. Thanks. Here, Ruddy, swipe them.
Won't swipe. Won't swipe.
I always get the buggered barcode. Great, that's it.
What about the Kinder Bar?
You want me to get that off him too?
Unless you want to try and steal it.
But I only gave it to him so as you could have the crisps. If you want me to get that too, I'll have to give him something else. But then you'll want to swipe that, and we'll be here till the end of time.
Give him back the crisps and get the Kinder Bar.
Would you swap a nearly finished pack of hot, crushed, dribbled on old crisps for a brand new Kinder Bar? Jake, no, put that back. You can't have that. You've already had crisps and a Kinder... No, just put that back.
No, mine, Chucky!
Is there a mark?
What?
Can somebody please check if that man has made a red mark on his child?
There's no mark. I barely touched him. I just patted the back of his hand.
If you'd done that to me, I'd have grounds to bring charges.
If I'd done that to you, you'd have grounds to have me sectioned under the Mental Health Act.
Children should have the same rights as adults.
Right, good. This tiny 2-foot adult is trying to steal sweets. He has no money, he has no intention of paying. Stop thief! Come on, stop thief! Call the police, make a citizen's arrest.
I said rights, not responsibilities.
If you want to criminalise someone, how about starting with the owners of supermarkets who surround the till with low-level chocolate?
Is there a mark?
He's 2 years old. His grandfather thought jam was a treat. Yet he and every other innocent, highly susceptible child is forced, forced to walk through a chocolate canyon every time their parents go shopping. If I was required by nature to take a starving wolf with me to the supermarket, would it be acceptable for the owners to place live sheep by the till?
Is there a red mark on the child?
No, there's no red mark. But he has been sick all over the Kit Kats.
Hey, babes. God, I am exhausted. I've had such a nightmare of a day. You alright?
We're losing. Oh, I can't watch this. That's your shag?
Can't believe it. Falling for a bird who's spoken for. It's like when Eric Clapton fell for Patty Boyd, even though she was still with George Harrison.
Except George Harrison was a genius and Vicky's Lance's a prat.
What bird that Patty Boyd must have been, eh? Clapton wrote Layla for her, you know. And Wonderful Tonight.
Incredible.
And George Harrison wrote something for her.
Amazing. What was that then?
What's what?
You said George Harrison wrote something for her.
That's right. George Harrison wrote something for her.
What was it?
Something.
But what?
Something, as in the way she moves.
Oh, the song. Sorry, I thought you meant something else. You know, besides something.
Can't believe it. He's finally asleep.
Let's celebrate.
Got to cut down on our drinking.
Yes, definitely.
Have some alcohol-free nights.
We must. Definitely.
Yeah, but really seriously, we've definitely got to.
Yes.
You going to carry him up?
Yes, absolutely.
10 p.m. Incredible how many episodes of Thomas the Tank Engine it takes to put him to sleep.
How could it not put him to sleep? And Thomas the Tank Engine could put a hyperactive, cocaine-addicted, loved-up insomniac to sleep. And nothing ever happens. I mean, no wonder Ringo Starr sounds so bloody bored. Nothing happens.
No, that's not true. They go up the track. They come down the track. They go up the track. They come down the track.
Oh no, the Fat Controller's arrived.
Hooray, he's gone again.
James has come off the track.
James is back on the track.
At first, they're not really useful engines.
Then they are really useful engines. By the video, Thomas drives a couple of parents completely out of their minds.
Thomas forces gibbering loonies onto third bottle of wine.
Thomas plays his bloody theme tune over and over again till Mum sticks her head in the gas oven.
We've got to get a grip, Sue. We really have.
Yes.
Sue, don't.
Why does it always rain on me? Is it because I lied when I was 17? Why does it always rain on me?
Going shopping?
No. We're going to North London Uni to begin studying for our City and Guilds builder certificates. We feel we may actually get our gutter fixed more quickly by becoming builders ourselves.
Builders. Good one. Yeah, I saw Jake come in a bit earlier.
Yes, thank you. Yet another tiny detail of our lives scrupulously observed and noted. Such a useful service. So much better than doing any building. So thank you so very much.
I was going to say, mind out, because he dropped his tonka.
Will we have some porridge for our breakfast, wee dumpling?
Yummy.
This is not what it seems.
And when the princess came down to breakfast, the Queen asked how she had slept. Not well, said the princess. Despite the fact that there were 20 mattresses, I felt a pea-shaped lump sticking into me. The Queen was delighted to have found so sensitive a girl and immediately told the princess that she must marry the prince. Not likely, the princess replied. He's revolting and smells and is really, really thick. Besides which, I don't believe in the institution of marriage and I'm going to be a mechanic.
Yay!
Any further progress?
I've decided on 2.
7 hours, that's not bad.
Time well spent. Can't be a good jukebox.
And this is a very good jukebox.
Beer, fags, rock and roll. I love all that.
Blessed is back in a fortnight at 9:30.